Did you know that the average person forgets 40% of what they learn within the first 24 hours? Or that it takes the average person 10,000 hours to become a true expert at something? What if I told you there's a way to cut that time in half, or even better, learn faster than anyone you know? In today's fast-paced world, time is everything. As an entrepreneur, you can't afford to waste it. Whether you're picking up a new skill, mastering a business concept, or trying to stay ahead of the competition, the speed at which you learn can be your secret weapon. In this video, I'm going to reveal the real strategies that top entrepreneurs use to learn faster, remember more, and apply new knowledge more effectively. From brain hacks to high-tech tools, we're going to dive into techniques you can start using today to boost your learning like never before. Ready to supercharge your brain and learn anything faster than the average person? Let's jump in. Chapter 1. Brain hacking for the entrepreneur. Unlocking your learning superpower. As entrepreneurs, we need to constantly learn, adapt, and grow. But the truth is, the key to learning faster isn't about putting in more hours, it's about working smarter, not harder. One of the best ways to do this is through brain hacking. Your brain is like a muscle, and just like any muscle, you can train it to become stronger and more efficient. One concept to keep in mind is neuroplasticity, the brain's ability to reorganize itself by forming new neural connections. Studies have shown that by challenging your brain regularly, you can increase your capacity to learn. In his book Make It Stick, Peter C. Brown explains that the brain is like a garden. The more you cultivate it with diverse learning, the more it grows. So, the more you expose your brain to new knowledge, the faster you can absorb it. To hack your brain's learning process, try practicing deliberate practice. This means working on skills you find difficult, not just the things you already know. According to research from Dr. Anders Ericsson, it takes around 10,000 hours to become a true expert in any field. But don't worry, you don't need to spend all that time at once. Just focus on consistent, deliberate practice and improve little by little. The key is focusing on quality, not quantity. That's how your brain can absorb and store information much faster. Chapter 2. The Power of Microlearning. 10-minute mastery. Ever tried to cram a whole book into a single weekend? It's tough, right? This is where microlearning comes into play. Microlearning is all about breaking down complex information into smaller, manageable chunks. Studies show that our attention span is now shorter than ever, especially with so many distractions around us. According to the National Center for Biotechnology Information, humans can only focus on a task for about 25 minutes before needing a break. That's why microlearning works so well. It allows you to absorb information in small doses, say, 10 minutes at a time, making it easier to retain and process. As an entrepreneur, you don't always have the time to sit down for hours. Instead, use bite-sized learning sessions throughout the day. Apps like Duolingo for languages or Blinkist for book summaries are great tools to integrate microlearning into your schedule. The best part? Microlearning not only keeps you engaged, but it also promotes active recall. This is when you retrieve information from memory, strengthening the neural pathways associated with that knowledge. By incorporating just 10 minutes of learning each day, you're already on your way to mastering new skills faster than the average person. Chapter 3. Learn like a billionaire. The secret habits of fast learners. We all know successful entrepreneurs like Elon Musk and Bill Gates seem to learn at the speed of light. But what's their secret? It's not magic, it's habit. A study from the University of California found that successful people spend 60% of their time learning. Entrepreneurs like Jeff Bezos and Warren Buffett invest in books and personal growth. Warren Buffett famously spends 5-6 hours a day reading. It's his primary learning method. So, why not adopt similar habits? Start by setting aside a chunk of time every day for self-improvement. Reading books, listening to podcasts, or taking online courses are great ways to develop new skills. The key is consistency. Mark Zuckerberg spends 1 hour a day learning about new subjects, from history to science. By committing to learning each day, even if it's just for 30 minutes, you're building a habit that sticks. Another habit many fast learners share is note-taking. Research from Princeton University showed that writing down information by hand helps you remember it better than typing. This simple habit can speed up your learning process tremendously. Don't forget the power of mentorship. Learning from those who've already succeeded is one of the fastest ways to accelerate your growth. In fact, many entrepreneurs attribute much of their success to the wisdom of others. If you're finding this helpful, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications for more powerful strategies like these. Chapter 4. Speed Learning Tools, Apps, Resources, and Tech to Get Ahead. Technology has made learning faster than ever before. From AI-powered apps to audiobooks, there's no shortage of tools to help you learn quickly and effectively. Take flashcards. Apps like Anki use spaced repetition algorithms, which ensure you review material just before you're about to forget it. This technique is one of the most powerful ways to commit things to long-term memory. Research shows that spaced repetition improves retention by 50% over traditional learning methods. Then there's Siri and Google Assistant. Instead of typing, ask questions aloud. This helps you quickly retrieve information without having to search through countless resources. Audible is another game changer. Listening to books while commuting, exercising, or cooking allows you to absorb knowledge during downtime. Studies show that people can retain up to 80% of what they hear compared to only 40% of what they read. Lastly, if you're an entrepreneur who likes to learn by doing, simulation tools like business strategy games or LeanStack can help you learn complex business concepts in a hands-on, interactive way. These tools simulate real-world scenarios, offering an immersive experience that accelerates learning. By using these tools, you'll be able to retain and apply knowledge faster than you ever thought possible. Chapter 5. The Entrepreneur's Learning Loop. From failure to mastery in record time. Learning isn't all about success. In fact, failure can often speed up your learning process. Fast learners understand that failure is just a stepping stone, not a roadblock. Research shows that learning from failure can actually boost retention by over 30%. This happens because when we fail, our brains work harder to understand why. Think of it as the learning loop. You try, fail, analyze, adapt, and try again. This feedback loop helps you master a skill faster than just memorizing information. Elon Musk, for example, famously said, "Failure is an option here. If things are not failing, you are not innovating enough." Instead of fearing mistakes, treat them as opportunities to learn, adjust, and improve. In fact, this process is so powerful that it can even help you learn faster than people who avoid failure. The faster you fail, the quicker you learn. This is exactly why Silicon Valley's culture of rapid iteration and constant testing works. Entrepreneurs embrace their mistakes. So, don't fear failure. Instead, lean into it, analyze your mistakes, and use them to propel yourself to mastery. Chapter 6. The 5-Minute Rule. How to keep momentum and retain information. Sometimes the hardest part of learning is just getting started. That's where the 5-minute rule comes in. The idea is simple. Commit to just 5 minutes of learning, and once you start, you're likely to keep going. This technique plays on something called the Zeigarnik effect, the tendency for people to remember unfinished tasks better than completed ones. Once you begin, your brain will naturally want to finish, and you'll find yourself learning for much longer than you intended. A 2017 study by the Journal of Experimental Psychology found that people are much more productive after starting a task, even if they only work on it for a short amount of time. This is a fantastic way to build momentum. Entrepreneurs use this rule to stay consistent, even when their schedule is packed. Just 5 minutes a day can compound over time, resulting in massive gains in knowledge. So, the next time you feel overwhelmed by a new topic, commit to just 5 minutes. You'll be surprised at how much you can achieve in a short amount of time. If you found these strategies helpful, be sure to subscribe and stay tuned for more powerful learning hacks. By applying these 6 strategies, you'll be able to learn faster, retain information longer, and stay ahead of the competition. With consistent practice, the way you learn will evolve, allowing you to master any skill in record time. So, start today. Your entrepreneurial journey awaits.